What was the most exhilarating experience that you've had in this season?
It would be the skimboarding and the helicopter.
There you go, yeah.
So I got a chance to go roller skating.
I know.
And I'm pretty good, which was pretty good because some of those roller skaters were very talented.
Phenomenal. Where did you feel the most comfortable?
For the Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Christmas fashion show. That was a lot of fun.
When I saw you come down the runway, I said, how much you want to bet that's going to be your answer on that one? You're big into European fashion.
European fashion.
How did this evolve for you?
Well, my mother's a diva. My mother was a fashion model. My dad is a famous musician. And so I'm the child of two stars. Now my sister's a fashion diva, and I'm a diva.
Have you ever met any household names out and about doing your show?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
I've met Michael and Oprah and Grace Jones and Stephanie Mills and Patty Austin I'm related to as well. I also have some pretty famous athlete relatives in my family, so I've been in their company and have had an opportunity to be like Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson and you name it. You go. I haven't met Tiger Woods yet, but 6 degrees of separation. I have not met the president. I have not met the Obamas yet, but that's coming. Who else would be? I haven't met Tyra, but I would like to. Quincy Jones, Berry Gordy, and Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. And so I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of celebrities and Shaq. But there's a difference between meeting them and having them acknowledge you. They actually acknowledged that I was in the room.
Now, being a newcomer to the area, what is the most surprising thing you learned about Sarasota and Sarasota's people?
How old everybody was. I love people of all age. I've met some, like Lynn Gumley. He lives in our building. He was one of the glider pilots in World War II.
Wow.
And then I have Summer Murphy, who, and I could just spill out names of all of my neighbors, and they're fabulous.
What legacy do you want to leave? What do you want to be remembered for?
Living my life. I always said, even when I was a young man, I said that I do not want, when I pass away, when my last day is done, if there is room on my obituary to mention where I went to school, I have not lived my life. I have not. There's nothing worse than you dying and they talk about where you went to high school. There should not be enough room. There should not be enough room for something like that.
Right.
So I am, for all of the people out there, all of the African American people and the Latinos who were not able to live the dream that they wanted to due to slavery or the civil rights injustices, or the gay people who were not able to live their lives because of HIV or anything that they've been through. I am living the life that they did not get an opportunity to, and it's my responsibility to live it to its fullest. I feel every single day when I do something, I think about my great-grandparents and my grandparents and all of the things that they would have liked to have done, but they didn't get a chance to. And I think that they passed that all on to me. And
now you're passing on, you're reaching back to teens.
Yes.
And bringing some people up.
And reminding them of that. Reminding them, I've never in my life, until moving to Sarasota, had to deal with any racial issues. I've never been called an N-word, or
Right.
I've never been called a wetback Mexican or anything like that until I arrived at Sarasota.
Wow.
Until I arrived at Sarasota, I never heard one person use, other than black people using it and cutting off the end because they're using it kind of, which I don't approve of, but they're using it differently. But before moving to Sarasota, I have never heard people be disrespectful, other than on TV and read it in books, but face to face and dealing with it, I've never heard anybody say it. But I've had someone, they didn't call me the word, but they used it in such a way that it still was hurtful.
Wow.
And I think that you can live in it reminds you that you can live in a beautiful place, but there's still very ugly people.
I agree.
And it's
I
my
totally
job to
agree.
be even more beautiful. I want my light to be so bright that you can't see those people.
I totally agree.
They just don't matter, but I recognize that they're in the room.
That's right. That's right. But what is in you is greater than what is in them.
Exactly.
Would you encourage people to go into Toastmasters?
Absolutely.
Why did you do it?
I joined Toastmasters because I wanted to improve my impromptu speaking skill and style. And I also joined with plans of being the worldwide speaker.
You reinvented yourself down here.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different from the Lorenzo who left the United States in 2000. I'm very different than that Lorenzo.
So you're escaping from the law.